Welcome to the George FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss all things round 2 and do the review, so yeah, should be good. And yeah, I haven't posted last few days, been in Melbourne, so I sort of kept a bit of a low-key visit, which was good. But yeah, I like to get to Melbourne once, maybe twice a year, probably more likely once. Watch the Crows, which is good, and yeah, caught up with NO, JD, and all the Discord, so yeah, got a decent turnout for Discord. For those that could make it, which was good. So yeah, it was good fun, and I also ran into a few content creators by accident as well at the Crows Essendon game. Saw DR, Swizz, Joe from Centre Bounce, a few others too. So SDS. So yeah, it was good to see those boys and whatnot. So yeah, it's just good to catch up in person. So that was good, and yeah, just went to I think Sporting Globe was a good spot there. Watch the footy, watch a bit of darts, and played a bit of darts, which is good. And it was very good at darts. Me, pretty average. So yeah, it was good fun. But yeah, Crows are really good this week. So yeah, just watching them. Always had my doubts after watching them rebuild for pretty much 7 years since 2019, really. So now it's starting to come good. This is looking good. Bit of help for Nick's in the box. So yeah, best 22 in trading and drafting's been good the past 3 or 4 years. So yeah, that's enough on the Crows, but yeah, fingers crossed they can go well. And yeah, getting to the review. So yeah, 2018 this week, into rank 6.7k. So yeah, it's always good, big green arrow, 30k into 6k, but like, who cares? Like, rank, like you might, even if you have like a poor rank, you're not that far off, like top 100 or whatever. So yeah, I think, if Will Ashcroft has a bad game, we're probably ranked like 12, 13, 14k or whatever. So that could easily happen at any point. So yeah, we'll take that. And yeah, I think 20k is like 120 points or something behind my rank. So like, it's not much. So yeah, you can come into your ranks pretty quick. And I think 200 behind top 100 and 100 behind, 300 behind the leader. So yeah, my trades this week. Now, if I don't tell you guys my trades, it's probably because it's not because I'm trying to hide it. It's because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's like, I'm not confident in them, and they were shit trades. Like, some were fine, one was bad, one was like average. So a good trade, an average trade, and a bad trade, I guess you could say. A bit like Finlayson, I didn't tell anyone because I wasn't trying to hide it. I was nervous on it because I thought it'd be like, I knew the risks attached to it. But otherwise, usually I'll let you guys know. But so trades this week. So did Hasty to Levi. So that was like, had to be done. Just get it over with this week. Did Finlayson to Max Hall. So the original plan was to go to Baz, and then Baz was laid out. So that was another reason why I went up in the ranks. Didn't have to deal with another Baz 140, so that was kind of nice. I feel like I deserved to get punished for not picking that, but I feel like I got over punished, like under 30 CBAs and drops of 145, whatever it was. Like, kind of, yeah, it was a bit annoying, but yeah, needed to pick him. Went to Max Hall. The DPP will be nice if we need it, I think, and I think he'll hold, but I would have rather wait one more week. I think his game was fine, like, DT to SC was like, DT was fine, 50 odd, which is what you can expect from St Kilda, like half forward. He's around the ball a bit as well, like gets up the ground, and I think he'll have some, like, as long as he plays, I think he'll actually be quite a good rookie for us, and he'll be up and down. Annoying he's got this 33 in his system, but yeah, just let him make cash for, I don't know, 6 weeks or something and see how he goes. But yeah, they got a few forwards to come back, but they got Richmond next week, so if he can hopefully cash in on that, fingers crossed. Other trade was boosted leak to SDK. So I really wanted to fix that leak spot because I wasn't sure with like Connor O'Sullivan, job security with Colin Dajny coming back, and now like Stewart might be out for a bit. I don't know how long. It could be nothing, could be mild. Like, I'm not too sure. He went on and had to get subbed off. So if you have Stewart, like, kind of stiff. I know he does this every year. Gets some sort of injury. This one was a bit unlucky, but yeah, a bit stiff, and then probably got to correct now. He's probably an upgrade target for us in a couple of weeks, or not a couple of weeks, but whenever he's back and has 2 weeks of that 8 in his cycle, so you can probably grab him 450k, and I probably will, to be honest. I don't think he's top 6, but yeah, a lot of defenders are really good this year, so yeah, I mean, SDK 40% ruck who like loses every ruck. Like what are we doing? Honest to God, it's a concentration issue for me in the early rounds. It always has been, and failed the test again. But hey, next week's another week, so yeah, can't be getting beaten by what we know. And hopefully he can get his 20 touches a week. He only got 16, but yeah, I don't know. Matchups get hard too now. So look, his break even's 20. He'll make some money. We'll assess next week. If we can go him down to Bice and then someone up to Baz, then I'll be very happy with the team. Like, it'll be cruise control and just wait for rookies to make money. So structure will be iffy, but yeah, it looks like Connor O'Sullivan and Bice could be really good rookies for us and hold down the back line. But yeah, I think interesting first few rounds. So Zorko, Dale, Sinclair and Dale for soft tissue, and we die on that hill every year. And for better or for worse, we'll just avoid for now. Yeah, damn it. Zorko, 36-year-old. So getting cooked by this is a little bit frustrating. But yeah, Sinclair's not that highly owned. Dale's quite lowly owned, but looking at the top teams, they all have Dale, and that's why they're at the top. But yeah, with Dale, like Freya's playing mid forward or mid off half forward, so Dale's got the defense to himself. Like, he's always had a Johannesson there, Freya a bit last year, Caleb Daniel's been back there, and Richard's been back there. Now it's just him. Like, all the points for Bailey Dale now, and his DT wasn't even that good. It was like 90, but yeah, he's looking good. Good pod. And yeah, Zorko, man, like, he cooks us every year, honestly. Like, doesn't matter how, he just find a way to cook us. And 2025, he's 36, he's still doing it. So, and he looks like he's running on top of the ground. So, yeah, it's a good starting pick. Should have picked Andy over Zorko. Zorko over Andy. Better structure too. So, yeah, and then the whole. Also, I tweeted this before, but if you look at the top 3 for averages so far, Baz played 1 game, but Smith, Dunkley, McRae, none of them play for the Dogs. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm glad they're doing well, because part of the reason why I love watching the Dogs is their mids are just so good, man. They're so consistent, so they score lots of points in the midfield for us, so that's it. But yeah, Jack McRae, he picks himself on Mount Rushmore, I think, when we do the top 4 for Mount Rushmore in SuperCoach. So I think it's McRae. It's got to be Gorn. Probably Ablett, Dangerfield. And I think maybe Neil. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at it. So yeah, it's got to be Gorn, Ablett, probably Dangerfield. And then I guess if there's a 4, maybe there's someone better. I'm not sure. But I think McRae, like 4 years, 122 plus or something, 120 plus, and who knows what he does this year. He was a forward primo for us as well in early years, so yeah. Team's okay. Like, it needs fixing, and we need another boost, which is, we won't feel it now, but we'll feel it later. But it has to be done. Like, some people have no boost, but yeah, I wanted to save him, but is what it is. Like, just have to. It's bad, but no choice, I think. And that's because of Flynn. This pick we get screwed by mid-PRICER rucks. We've been screwed so many times. The only good thing about this time is we got screwed before. Like, we got screwed in round 2, not during upgrade season, and we have boosts in best 18 and stuff. So that softened the blow, but still, it's cost us a boost or 2. Because part of the reason why we pick SDK was for the ruck flexibility when he gets it. And I'm not even sure we're going to own him till he gets in that round, by round 6 or whatever, when DPP comes. Just depending on Bice and stuff. So yeah, someone has to go out for Bice. Maybe we hold SDK and get rid of one of these, but then we probably really want Bailey Smith. So that's something we'll assess as the weeks go on. But yeah, apparently BJ was good as well. Got cramping and got subbed out for that, but yeah, Flynn, they kind of figured out by halftime through Archer Reed in the ruck last week against Wits as Flynn was getting cooked. And yeah, it was good to, like, if you're a West Coast supporter and you were watching that, like, 5 goals up against the Lions at the Gabba, yeah, it's a tough ask. You can't beat the Lions with that list. Like, rolling out Elijah Hewitt, Clay Hall, Harley Reid, who's unfit, in the midfield against Neil Dunkley, McLuggage, Ashcroft boys. Like, oh my goodness. Like, how did they get close? But yeah, good effort from the Eagles. But yeah, I can't have 260k sitting there. So there's 2 options, I think. One is obviously Sherry, and we'll pay that, I think. And the other one I looked at is Briggs, and just looking at the Giants' run, I guess his break even's like 180, but he's still kind of cheap. But if you look at his run, I guess Hawks, not bad. But yeah, West Coast, St Kilda, Grundy got subbed off today. English, I guess Rob's tough, and then Geelong and yeah, Shrek will be back. But it's a really nice run. But I think I just want to go with the pack and go Sherry and like not stress over this slot. I've thought about Briggs. We might even be able to get Briggs in flex if he drops to like 450. I think I'd be quite happy to do that. Play value, get Tom Stewart when he drops, when he comes back, and then just go for keepers from there. Just get the rookies off quickly and yeah, go convert them to keepers, and hopefully we have the trades for that because injuries will come and stuff. But yeah, a few surprising ones as well, like Horn Francis and Sheasel. Sheasel was averaging 108 in DT, but yeah, I don't know. Just hold, I guess. Yeah, it was a bad starting pick. Like it was one I wasn't willing to. Never even thought about cutting Sheasel. Just thought of him as we get Nick Dacos in defense, but yeah, bad ratios early on, and I don't know, a bit off. See how it goes. Can't trade him. Some people might think about it. Break even's probably like 180. Yeah, 170. This is CBA's. 55, that's fine. Power's cooking at the moment, 45, 48. I think Wardlaw comes back, probably kicks out Phillips, and probably hurts Parker too a little bit. Anyway, yeah, Jordy Clark, it's like he's not doing as well as these like Dales and Zorko, but he's doing good. Like, yeah, it's a good pick. I think it was one that I felt like this was a pick that I didn't listen to anyone else. I've sort of listened to people. It's still my own fault for picking him because, yeah. If I make a bad pick, like Sheasel overpriced, I picked him, no regrets. I went Flint R2, my fault. Deserved, failed, no regrets. Because I kind of wanted it and didn't really want Sherry at that price, but I guess the stability, I don't know. I should have just taken the stability at the time, but yeah. The 2 picks, Short, I hated Short and I hated Finn O'Sullivan. That's what annoys me. You know, if I like to pick and it goes bad, that's on me. That's fine. But it's the ones that I don't want that pisses me off. So yeah, Short, absolute garbage. I don't care if he's got the Saints this week. Couldn't care less, and doesn't intercept against the Saints anyway. So it's like I don't think he's gonna even go that well. If he does, he might get like a ton or something. But yeah, lost his kick instead. Ben Miller, he can get the hell out of the team. Yeah, I don't care what happens, who goes out. And then, yeah, Finn O'Sullivan, a non-accumulator for 200k, who's 18 years old. I mean, what was I expecting? Like, I guess he is down back for North, and we've seen what halfbacks for North have done, and the job security is there. But look, he's a good player. Like, you can see he's able to, good overhead, like, hit some really nice passes. But other than that, he just doesn't find the ball. So he's gone too. He's essentially a dead rookie at this point. He's not going to make enough money. He won't even get to 300k. But yeah, Jordy Clark was good. That was a pick that I was pretty stern on, and I'm glad it's working out okay. Ryan's outputs also regressed a fair bit as well, so I think that's helping him. Got more kick-ins today, got none last week, I think. Matty Roberts good. Yeah, the Roberts short Perryman. One was a diamond. The other two were complete donkeys. Short will go. Don't really want to analyze it, to be honest. Coning's crap pick. 40% ruck. Like, can't win hit outs. It's crap pick. Bad run. We'll assess this in the coming weeks, whether we can turn him into Bice. We just boosted him in, so that's a bit of a waste, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's a few frustrating things in the team, but like overall, like I think the team is in reasonable shape. 2 boosts down is bad, but like there's a bit to work with. Like a few low, like I don't think these players are that highly owned. I guess he's got West Coast, and I think he's got Richmond as well coming. And Dogs with injuries. So this is a brilliant run for Andy. So this is sort of, yeah, good for Sarong too. Good hustle from Sarong to work through the tag. But yeah, rookies, not really worth discussing. I tell you what, like, that Essendon defence, Reid and Mackay are absolute traffic cones at the moment. Pryor, I'm not sure. I think Pryor's had to play on some really, really tough players. Like, when Crow Smalls go well, they have days out. Like, Keys especially, who he was on. And last week had his hands full with Dylan Moore. So, like, really tough asks. I know Keys not really, like, the most natural small forward, but, like, he on his day, he can go nuts and it happens. So, I think Pryor, like, Port Adelaide Small's not as dangerous, so... Yeah, I think he'll keep holding, but yeah, like Reid and Ben Mackay have not been good. But yeah, these rookies, yeah, really bad scores, 24-36. So the slow burns, and yeah, hopefully Trainer can go okay this week. A little bit nervous on these rooks. Yeah, -14. We'll see how we go. Their long-term holds, most likely. But, yeah, if we need to get Bice, and we'll assess who we have to get rid of. Yeah, midfield, I'm happy with the midfield. Rosie and Dawson are much better in DT at the moment, I think. Actually, I think Rosie might be about the same. But, yeah, Dawson's like 130 DT, 113 SC, so that's all right. Needed him to cash in, but... Yeah, I think our premiums are fine. Will Ashcroft makes me a little bit nervous. So last week on FTTV podcast, we were just saying that he was on for forward status. This week, I think it was 20% forward. Last week was 40%. So he's on 30%. So DPP's sort of gone now. But it is good that he's getting that more mid-time. But would have been nice for DPP. But I can't trade this. Like, Geelong's midfield's not that good. Especially if Baz is out. Richmond's Richmond, and Dogs have hella injuries at the moment. So it's hold for the run and just assess, and hopefully he does 90. Like, if the mid-time's up, I think he can do 90. But half-time I was trading him, but yeah, good second half. I think could have been a 120 as well. Dropped a mark, uncontested mark in the forward 50, and if he kicks that goal, like, it's 120, so that's all right. But yeah, the mids are good. They all have good runs. Chera, Dawson, Brayshaw, Rosie, Will Ashcroft. So that, yeah, Price and good runs. I think they're good starting picks. How they go later in the year, I'm not sure, but that's fine. But yeah, they're all looking good. Yeah, just Will Ash. Just, yeah. Nod's been brilliant. So he's 93, yeah. Great. Yeah, really good rookie for us. And Levi as well, get forward status. He'll hold it down for us later on. Bench rooks. Camporelli was subbed, so we'll see what happens there. I think they'll keep playing him. Like, who's taking his spot? Bins. And Doc is... Yeah, I don't know. I'm reading some stuff from Carlton supporters on Doc, and they're not happy. So I wonder if they just blood Camporelli. Yeah, Sardis as well. I sort of, yeah, also on the FCTV pod, we're speaking about, so Sardis, O'Sullivan, SVP. If you have to get rid of one, who are you getting rid of? And if we actually just thought it through, the 18-year-old kid who can't accumulate, the guy who got 33 touches a game, it is low tog as well in juniors and getting heaps of centre bounces. or a small forward who's basically averaged 70 for like most of his career playing Richmond? And the answer was O'Sullivan. So yeah, SP had to bounce back, and yeah, I guess hindsight helps as well. Get that extra week to assess. So yeah, Midrook's okay. Like, we'll fix O'Sullivan. Capriali just has to play. Hopefully not subbed out. TDK VC fouled Captain Rosie. That's fine. And Flynn. I mean, it's Archer, Reed, Briggs, or Sherry, and let's be real. What's the point of going Archer, Reed? It's too raw. Now, Horn Francis, this was not the pick I expected to go poorly. He's currently sitting at F55. Why was he sitting at full forward? I guess, do they want to manage him throughout the season? I don't know. So you couldn't fade him though. Like, with this fixture, like Richmond and West Coast early, first four, and no Butters early, CBA bump. Like, how could you fade this? If you did, I guess it's working, but it's going to pretend it's not an issue. And yeah, CBA's I think they were 55 from memory. I checked before. Sorry, 41. Who's 55? Shiza was 55. It's a bit low. Yeah, Horn Francis, Shiza were not the two I expected to be disappointing early on. But let's go move on. I think Boyd is just permanently dead. Like, the only chance he gets a game is if Rowan's injured, or he needs like a spell for 1 week. I don't know. Luckily, they played that Campbell one game last year. If that happens again. Rankin got subbed out for being managed. That's fine, is what it is. Yeah, Jack McRae. Yeah, it's just good. We're at the table, and I said to the boys, I was like, almost going to shed a tear watching Prime McRae, honestly. Like, yeah, it's so good to watch. Got done pretty dirty, but that's okay. Dogs midfield's like, Richards and Frey looks good there, so they got a bit to work with, but I think McRae was misused. So yeah. And Daniel we all have, and Rooks fielded, I don't think this mattered, fielded Davidson. I stuffed up Never over Sardis, so Never a bit more wing time, and still was around the ball heaps. Was fine, and like really poor fourth quarter in terms of scoring, and yeah, 80 DT, 58 SC, like, it's alright, happens. You get done by that sometimes, so lose 18, 20 points, like whatever it was, depending on who dropped off, so that's fine. So yeah. So what are our problems? Short. O'Sullivan, sort of. I guess you'd rather someone else here. Boyd is a problem, but there's nothing we can do about it, really. I'm not really going to waste a trade to Archer Reed. It costs us 20k. Yeah, Shaw, O'Sullivan, Flynn, obviously, Boyd, maybe SDK. We'll see how he goes. It's one bad game from SDK. We know SDK's up and down, so ton last week. So hopefully you can get something from him in the next few weeks. So now, who do we need as well? So I'd like Henderson. I think he's done enough. I was watching the game at the airport. Like, didn't see the full game, but I think like his pressure's really good, tackles and stuff, and able to find a little bit of the ball too. So yeah, I like Henderson. I like Lindsay. I kind of like whatever on O'Sullivan. Like, just because we don't know with the injury timelines, but I like Bice as well. So we can go early on Bice. I think the way he played today, like he's not going out of that. I know Cunningham's coming back, but I don't know. Maybe they use him up the ground or something. Like, I don't think they can drop him. He was really, really good. So I think he stays in, and I'd be okay going early on him. So Bice, O'Sullivan, Lindsay, Henderson. So I'd be okay with them. Again, we'll wait and see on O'Sullivan. Other injuries around him, but for now we're just going to assume he'll get a few games if Stewart's out for a bit. But yeah, we'll find out. So we'll fix Flynn. So we could go Briggs in one. But Let's get Sherry. Sherry will drop money. I'm almost certain we'll get him in the 500s, but like we've seen what just happened with running Flynn has, worked into my thought process of getting in De Koning, and now we're using a boost. So it's essentially cost us 2 boosts. It's not worth it. I don't care if he drops 100k. Like, who cares? So if we go Lindsay, then we can't get. We're gonna skip Lindsay. It's a bad rookie fade, but what do you do? We'll get Henderson. Before we do that, I remember looking at this injuries. Okay, Pickett suspended to round 4. So he misses one more. So that's one person coming in. Melksham should be available. We'll get a look at that. So, yeah, Cozzy and Melksham. Okay, let's look at their best 22. Disco. Spargo surely goes out. Who was sub-Taj? Spargo can go out. Maybe Sparrow. Maybe they rate Sparrow. It's a little bit dicey, to be honest. Do they still play Turner? I guess Jefferson get injured? When the injury report's updated and stuff, we'll get a proper look. I would rather Lindsay for the almost like 100% job security, whereas I think Henderson's, it's okay, but it's not perfect. I'd rather Lindsay, but we'll save the money. I think it's worth it to just get Sherry. And if he plays, like, he'll make a lot of bank in the first round. And then we can go Bice or O'Sullivan. Injuries timelines will determine this. We'll put in Connor O'Sullivan for now. So pretty lucky we can just afford that. Lucky there was a 99k rookie. Otherwise, we're completely in the mud. So, yeah, need a bit of luck sometimes. Yeah, double boost. It's bad, but it is what it is. In terms of, like, we need a path to Baz. So there's 2 paths to Baz. Basically, one is Will Ashcroft, the other is SDK via Bice. So, sounds like it's minor for Baz. If he misses one more week, not gonna lie, that would help a lot. So, rest up Baz, I reckon, for this week. I think it's short turnaround. Round 3 and 4. Plays Friday. 6-day break. Saturday to Friday. So, they're gonna want to lines at the Gabba. That's massive. They'll do everything they can to get him up. Not really a game you want to rest him for, but I guess Geelong understand it's a long season. How's the injury reporting on Baz as well? They knew about it on Monday, and then Chris Scott goes, we like to give them every chance and wait until the last minute, as if they haven't pulled bullshit laid outs for, like, who knows how long, 15 years straight since Chris Scott's been there. So the AFL's got to, like, step in. They don't injury report properly. Like, he needed to be on the injury list as a test on release on Tuesday, but I guess Geelong are just trying to get injury competitive advantage, and it's not even Geelong's fault. It's the AFL. Like, they got to be stricter on this. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the team. Who do we field here? Like, I'd like Sardis and Lindsay on the field. Like, the structure's wrong. I guess Roberts goes on the bench, so Reed off a short break. That makes me so nervous. I guess we'll field Trainer. We can loop Trainer and Reed. Now, O'Sullivan, he's got the low break even. This 88 means he'll make bank in 2 weeks, which is good. So, yeah, it's hard to pass up with 88 in his system for 2 weeks. But remember, he did play St Kilda. Stewart went down as well, so a few intercepts for him. So we'll see, assess that. But in terms of who drops off, it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, most likely. And then maybe one of these guys goes bad, or we get an injury or something, or Horn Francis plays forward pocket again, or Ashcroft has a bad game. So see how we go. But yeah, the structure's off. This will needs to be I guess we don't even have the money for it, but proper defender premium, I guess. I guess like Will and SDK to like Baz and Zorka, and I don't know. Doesn't even work with the money, but yeah, I guess if we went cheaper with Sheasel, but yeah. Happy with defense. I know I wanted to get defensive rookies off, but yeah, Bison, Connor O'Sullivan have changed that. Mids is fine. Will Ashcroft is what it is, and then Ruck set and forget now, so we fixed that. Should have started. Break even's 105, so he's actually going to make money, most likely. But even if Sherry tons for the next 4 weeks, like I'm still fine with it. So just need Baz. I think it's a pretty low stress team. Cheap guys in Will Ashcroft and O'Sullivan are the ones that, De Koning are the two that like I got no faith in every week. A little bit of faith in Ashcroft, but not much in SDK. I think, how long we've been going for? 30 minutes. Get a look at leagues or ranks. So leagues, well done to Adam and Locke in our Discord. They're both just inside top 100. There's probably a few more that I'm not sure of. Jab as well, doing good. He was number 1 last week. Leagues are doing good. So our old FTTV regs. This is a very old league, a 2019 crew of Discord members. So yeah, proud that we're doing well. This pizza core, this is I'm claiming that one. That's all Discord people in our Discord as well. Casbow's Pies is also ours. So we have the top 7, which is good. I think I'm in this one as well. I don't know who these people are. It's early, but it's good to see the community doing well. I think last year a lot of people had like our regs league was quite poor. Like a lot of people like lost motivation and stuff to play. Didn't really have much interest, but they've had a good start this year. A lot of Zorka and Dale like in our Discord for some reason, but it's working. Not much Geordie Clark, but yeah, it's going close. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the podcast this week.